And I want to try to make sure that no other kids have to go through that. Nobody should have to go through that.
Now at 10, a heartbroken sister speaking only to ABC Big 2 News tonight. Earlier this month, her 11-year-old brother was stabbed to death in Hobbs. Police say their mom murdered him. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Carson Bush-Jones.
And I'm Madeline Bierster. I talked to the boy's older sister who says she can't believe what happened and wishes someone would have intervened sooner.
It's hard because as a parent, I look at my kids and I can't even begin to understand how or why.
The older sister of 11-year-old Bruce Johnson Jr. doesn't want to be identified, but wants her brother's story told.
The balloon release in Oklahoma last Friday just felt like him. It was where he felt at home. It's where there's so many memories of him fishing and spending time with friends and riding the golf cart, and he and I used to race down the dock.
On July 10th, around 1 a.m., the Lee County Sheriff's Office responded to a home on North Del Paso Street after a stabbing. When police got there, they found the mother, Mary Johnson, and her 11-year-old son with stab wounds. We got the police affidavit. In it, detectives say Mary had stab wounds to her chest, and Bruce Jr. was found laying face down on his bed with several stab wounds. Deputies say the knife was still in his back. Bruce Jr. told police he couldn't feel his legs and woke up from his sleep being stabbed. The father was also home at the time, but was not hurt. Bruce Johnson Sr. told police he believed Mary had stabbed herself. Police confirmed that her stab wounds were consistent with self-inflicted stab wounds. From there, Mary was moved to University Medical Center Hospital in Lubbock.
I noticed something just wasn't right. It didn't seem like that. I mean, that was the person that birthed me, but that wasn't my mom.
Bruce Jr. was rushed to Covenant Hospital in Lubbock, where the police affidavit shows he told police his mom stabbed him. He died just hours later, around 4 o'clock in the morning. Medical examiners believe he was stabbed 8 times. The police affidavit goes on to say a nurse at the hospital shared with police that Mary told the nurse, "If I can't have him, no."
That's not the mom I remember her whenever he was a baby. She was so excited whenever she had him. I mean, she was just over the moon.
The police affidavit says Bruce Sr. told police that before living in Hobbs, the family lived in Marshall County, Oklahoma. While there, reports with the Marshall County Sheriff's Office show that deputies had been called out to the home at least 20 times. Most for welfare checks, where reports say Mary was making frightening Facebook posts threatening suicide and threatening to hurt her son. Soon after, Bruce Sr., along with his son, moved to Hobbs, New Mexico, and left Mary in Oklahoma while he filed for divorce. Bruce Johnson Sr. says it had been 40 days since he or his son had seen Mary, but that Mary was begging to see her son. Bruce Jr.'s sister says she even reached out to her mom's psychiatrist in May, just 2 months before the stabbing, saying her mom was no longer taking the medications she was prescribed and wasn't herself, even hallucinating.
If you were to observe her for a few days or take what she is writing, texting, that type of thing seriously, it may have made a difference.
Bruce Sr. said he found his son Bruce Jr. with a baseball bat hidden under his bed sheets while living in Oklahoma. When he asked his son why he had the bat, he told his father, "Don't take my bat, Dad. That's for protection from Mom." Bruce Sr. also told investigators that Mary would jump on his chest at night with her knees, saying, "I'm going to give you a heart attack."
If he would have taken that seriously and maybe had her put inpatient, that, would have done something because she'd been off her meds for so long.
Bruce Jr.'s sister even called in a welfare check for her brother a month before this tragedy. She said her mother's Facebook posts were disturbing and she was concerned about her brother.
Because she was supposed to be on medication. And I know that she stopped her medication, and there's actually Facebook posts where she states this. And I think that really escalated some of the mental stuff that she had going.
She even filed a no-contact order after she says her mother made threats against her own children, Mary's grandkids.
Because she talked about taking my boys and helping them ascend, and to ascend everyone must die. And that just gave me the creeps.
Bruce Jr.'s sister says she wished someone would have intervened sooner and that it never should have come to this.
I know that law enforcement said that their hands were tied on being able to get her brought in and mentally evaluated. And I think if they would have been able to take her in, somebody would have been able to see that she was not okay.
Many of her family members said Mary needed mental help for a long time and wish someone could have done more to commit her to a facility.
That's where I feel like something needs to change and the laws need to be reworded. Because if I could have gotten her help and it wasn't just on the spouse, and it was, you know, family or other people that were able to do something and they took it seriously, this may have been able to be intervened a long time ago.
Mary Johnson is being charged with first-degree murder. Lubbock County Detention Center confirmed she is currently in custody with them as of today.
988 is the mental health hotline. If you or someone you know needs help, do not hesitate to call.